What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. We are midway through November and we're still battling it out with Mother Nature, trying to keep this Bermuda as green as possible. And the temps are still pretty warm. We haven't been getting much rain, but I do think both of those things are soon to change because we have a cold front looming and we have a little rain on the forecast as well. I have been able to get out here a few more times than I had in that previous video and water by hand, but you can still see that this area just around that tree is just a little bit drier, and then of course this corner. But overall, for midway through November, we are not doing too poorly. What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. And here is a shot of the side yard. And if you know anything about Bermuda grass, you know that when that cold front does hit, we're actually expected to go into the 40s, that the growth of this grass is going to slow down pretty considerably. And when we do finally get that knockout blow, which will be the first hard freeze of the year, that's going to send us into dormancy, and we won't come out of dormancy until the temperatures are consistently warmer into the spring. And when that finally does happen in Texas, it is really just depending on that year's weather pattern. Last year, it was all the way past New Year's before we got that first hard freeze. Sometimes it happens in November, and obviously sometimes it happens right there around Christmas as well. So it just kind of depends, but you can see that the grass is holding on pretty well. And right now, I'm actually still having to mow twice a week. That's how quickly that it's still growing. And you can see we do have some dry spots. We still haven't been getting a ton of rain. Hopefully we get a good storm this coming week, and that helps us out. This line right here in the back is actually because I've been putting up some lighting on the fence. And really the reason that I haven't been able to produce a video in the last few weeks is because I've been putting up tons of lighting around the house. I've been kind of like Clark Griswold, felt like an exterior illumination expert, but I got some of the permanent outdoor eaves lights off of Amazon on one of their like Black Friday or early Black Friday deals. And you can see maybe just underneath the eaves of the house there, we've put up those lights. And that was a process because I did that all DIY as well. And it's not the most difficult thing in the world, but it's pretty time consuming. And then you have to go back up and put up brackets all the way across as well. So I might put out a video on our lighting situation now, because we have quite a few lights that we put up, because I also got, I think they're called wall washer lights, and they throw up a LED light on the side of a wall and can change the color of that wall as well. So at nighttime, it's kind of a spectacle around here now. It's been a process, but it's been fun learning. I've never really done anything with electric outside. All my lights have always been solar. So I've had to go through, watch some YouTube videos myself, learn a few tricks of the trade, and you know, everything has turned out pretty well. And really, to me, the most time-consuming part of it was afterwards, all the cable management and stuff. The initial application of the lights wasn't too bad, but man, getting the cable where you need it, hiding it, and fastening it to where you want it to stay, that does take a while. Here's my son. He's a big YouTube aficionado, and again, if you follow the channel, you know that he has been shooting up like a weed here in the last few years. Also, this isn't the purpose of this video, but I did just want to throw this out there, that if you're watching right now and you haven't put out your pre-emergent yet in the fall, then take this as your sign. It's better late than never. So go out, find something that has prodiamine as the active ingredient, apply it to your yard, and that is going to help you out with those winter weeds and give you a leg up going into the springtime. Son is trying out the Super Soaker here, and I think he's actually gotten himself more wet than anything else. But he's having a good time. I did actually raise the height of cut on the lawn to 0.6 inches like I mentioned I would in my video that I put out before Halloween. I did a very, very slight reset at about 0.4 inches and then just raised it to 0.6, and it filled in really nicely aside from some of the dry spots that you've seen. And the only reason that we had dry spots is because the one watering a week is not gonna usually cut it when you're getting no supplementation from Mother Nature. I think we've had something like 1 inch of precipitation over the last 3 months or so, and still pretty high temperatures, and I just haven't been able to get out as much as I normally would want to and manually water. And that's actually for a good reason. We're still going in the playoffs, so time is still at a premium for me. I'm a high school football coach. If you're gonna have a reason to not get out and do something that you wanna do in the lawn, it might as well be for a good reason. So I spend as much time as I can with my 2 toddlers when I'm home. And then obviously I've got the football and the teaching going on the side. So as I'm sure most of y'all know, life happens sometimes, but overall the yard is still hanging in there pretty well. And if we're gonna get a little rain here in the not too distant future and the temps stay up above freezing, then we might have a little bit of further recovery of the lawn before we eventually hit actual dormancy. All right, we got a dry shirt on and we're ready to take on the rest of the day. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. Y'all can always be on the lookout for more videos. I appreciate y'all bearing with me with the longer than normal wait times in between videos, but it kind of comes with the territory also with this time of the year and a lawn channel. You're just not gonna have as much lawn content on a warm season grass lawn here in the fall and into the winter time. So it just kind of is what it is, but just be on the lookout. Anytime you get an upload from Lawn Insider, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you like the channel and you want to continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Lawn Insider out. Say it again.
Long inside out.
Attaboy.